What's up, everybody? It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Where have I been? Well, thank you guys for asking. It's so nice to have people that care. I actually haven't really been anywhere. I've just, you know, life gets to you and the sad thoughts start getting in there and you just shut down. But I'm back, hopefully for good, at least for a while. I know that there's only 3 people right now that watch my videos anyway, but to those 3 people, I appreciate it, and I know exactly who you guys are. I love it when you guys comment. I don't even care. Just fucking say hi to me in the comments. I don't care. Just sweet. See, this is what causes my depression. Shit like this. You know, all I fucking want is to get my fucking audio equipment. Okay. Hopefully that stays up. But yeah, hopefully I'm back to making some shitty YouTube videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy them. You son of a bitch. You know, people say money doesn't buy happiness. You son of a... Dude, I'm not even touching this mic. I'm gonna leave this here, and I hope it stays. I know it looks a little off right now, but I don't even give a fuck because I'm done. I'm at my limit. But anyway, back to what I was saying. How many of you out there want to be rich? I would assume all of you, because who doesn't want to be? That would make life so much easier. People say money doesn't buy happiness. I think that that's a load of bullshit. It would totally buy me happiness. If I could live anywhere I wanted to live and not have to worry about bills every day, that would immediately take me up a notch, you know? I think that would make everybody happier. So I found this guy on YouTube, and he goes by the name of Dan Lok, because that is his name. So that is what he goes by. And his whole YouTube channel is dedicated to pretty much informing you and kind of teaching you how to become rich like him. And it popped up on my YouTube, and I was like, dude, I have to watch this because I am tired of living in this shitty ass apartment. I am tired of being poor. I need to get rich quick. And I think that this is the answer. I couldn't keep all of this information to myself, so I figured I would share it with all of you, and we would all get rich together, and hopefully by the end of this video, we will be all living in a mansion on top of a hill, waving down at those poor little peasants down there with their fucking small little 9-to-5 jobs while we're up there making the big bucks because, well, we watched Dan Lok. So without further ado, here is Dan Lok.
Today, I'm going to teach you one of the most profound concepts that I've learned in my life that has helped me become a millionaire by the age of 27 and a multi-millionaire by the age of 30. Now, you may not realize this, but one of the most toxic concepts and one of the most toxic ideas that you've been exposed to is this, that somehow if you make money in a very short period of time, that somehow if you make money quickly, it is a bad idea.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know if there's a ton of people out there that are saying, hey, no, don't get rich quick and do it over a longer period of time. I know that there's like a ton of memes going around right now where it's like, you know, would you rather make 15 cents a day for the rest of your life or get $1 million? Easily, I would get the $1 million today. Rather than 15 cents a day or anything even similar to that, because if I have $1 million today, who knows what I can do with that money? I can invest it, I can put it into something I love to do. But I definitely agree with him. Yeah, for sure. I would love to get rich quick rather than take longer. I think that's an obvious.
Let's say you make $25,000 a year, and let's say you work 40 years. How much money you've made? $1 million. Now, it's $1 million a lot of money? Absolutely. You've made $1 million. The question is, are you rich? No. Why not? Because it took you 40 years to accumulate $1 million, to make $1 million. Now, let's look at a different scenario. Let's say you still make $1 million, but instead of taking you 40 years, you make that same $1 million within 12 months, within 1 year. Now, are you rich? Yes. Now you are a millionaire.
Duh. Dan Lok, I know you're a rich guy. I know you've done things to get to where you are in life. But that's an incredibly simple concept. Dan Lok, I don't know. I don't know. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna keep watching this video, but I'm kind of a little disappointed in you for thinking that I'm this stupid.
What is the difference? It's the same $1 million. The only difference is the time that it takes for you to make it. And the cool thing is this, when you make your money in a relatively short period of time, guess what? Now you have more time to enjoy it. Instead of waiting for 65 years old, then you may enjoy your money for the 10 years, want to enjoy it for 30, 40, 50, 60 years.
Okay guys, so we want to make money fast. We want to make it now. I agree with this. Let's not wait. Let's not do a 9-to-5 job, making 25 grand a year for 40 years and then making $1 million. I want to make the $1 million today. So Dan, I am on your side. Now, if you would just let me know how to become a millionaire, like the video says, that would be great.
That's the only difference. That's why wealth is not measured in how much money you make. It's how fast you make that money. Now, what if you make $1 million a month? Let's think bigger. $1 million a month.
Okay, we're thinking bigger. $1 million a month, I like it.
The person who makes $1 million a month is 12 times richer than the person who makes $1 million a year. And he or she is richer than the person, 480 times richer than the person who makes $25,000 for 40 years. That's the difference. And that's why rich people, we value time more than we value money.
Okay, so now we're doing simple math. Yes, if you make $1 million in 1 month, you are making more money in less time than someone who makes $1 million in a year. And you're also making more money than someone who makes $1 million in 40 years. That's not a hard concept, that's basic math. I know you were born and raised in Canada. I don't know how the school systems are up there, but I would imagine that they would be very similar to that of the US. Pretty shitty, so it makes sense why you have to explain this to all of us.
Now, you may be saying that, well, easy for you to say, you're Dan Lok. You've got money, of course you could do that. That is not true. You might be thinking because you're rich, that is not true. I got rich when I started valuing my time. Most people never get rich because they never value their time. So think about that. Do you want to make it quick or do you want to make it slow? Do you have time to even make it slow? If you're serious about making it faster, not the traditional path, but how do you make it faster? If you want to know how millionaires, how we think, how we operate, how we do business, how we do marketing, click on the link below right there and find out how.
So that was the whole video. Also, I apologize for the shadow over here. I cannot fix that. I was trying to fix it and I just gave up. I probably could fix it, but I'm just lazy, so I don't feel like it. So you're just gonna have to deal with this. So pretty much it all boils down to time. So basically just spend every second, every minute you can making money. That's some good advice, Dan. I'll put that into practice. Like, dude, what the fuck? That is the most simple, I get you're a millionaire and everything. Dan, I fucking love you. You look like a sweet guy. But you didn't teach me how to become a millionaire. I would love to spend every second of my day making money. But that's not reality. Life kicks in. I mean, I guess we could just, throw everybody else out the window. Just stop forgetting about, family, friends, helping other people, enjoying our leisure time. And actually, maybe some of us have too much leisure time. I would say that for the most part, I probably spend too much of my time sitting down, smoking weed, or drinking. So I probably should spend more time actually doing shit that helps me better myself and make more money. I agree with that, but that's something we already know. It's not just like some new concept that you came up with, Dan. Hey, so do you want to become rich? Fuck yeah, I do. I'm just a poor little orphan boy. You know what you gotta do, son? What's that? Start valuing time. Every second of every goddamn day, you better be figuring out a way to make some goddamn money. I don't want to see you spend a fucking second sitting there on your ass not doing shit. Because every moment that you're sitting there doing nothing is one moment going by where you could be $1 million richer. Yeah, think about that, motherfucker. Dude, it's the simplest fucking concept. I don't know. But he does have another video. I know that video was kind of disappointing. It let me down a little bit. But he has another one. And hopefully this one gives a little more insight on like what we're supposed to do to become millionaires. It's called 9 Industries to Make You a Millionaire. So hopefully this one tells us the jobs, the professions we can go into where we can finally be making our millions and spending every second of every hour of every day of every week of every month of every year making that money. Because we want to make money quick, guys. That's the point of this video. We're gonna make money fucking quick.
When I was a little kid, when I was about 10 years old,
he has Iron Man suits behind him. Dan, I don't even know at this point. Fucking Dan.
My dad and I, we would go fishing. And my dad would always get on this little boat and we would kind of take the boat to about 30 minutes away from the city that was in Hong Kong, and we would fish in that area. And as a little kid, I would ask my dad, Dad, why do I have to get on a boat and go to this area? Why couldn't we just fish like where we are? Like, why would we have to make this trip? And my dad would say to me, well, son, that's where the fish is. And I always remember that lesson, just like the reporter asked us, the famous bank robber, like, why do you keep robbing the bank? Because that's where the money is, right?
Wait, what? Okay, hang on, Dan. I was up with you until the reporter and the bank robber part. How many times, Dan, have you seen a reporter ask a bank robber why he's robbing a bank? I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. Like, you're making up this, like, scenario that's never existed. Like, I agree with it, like, what you're saying. Like, I assume what you're saying is, like, you go there to fish because that's where the fish is. So, like, why would you fish somewhere where there's no fish, you know? So, like, why would you work somewhere where there's no money when you could work somewhere where there is a ton of money? But, dude, your analogy just fucking sucks. Because that's not something that happens, ever. Hey, I saw that you were over there robbing that bank. I would just like to ask you, why were you robbing that bank, sir? Well, Reporter Jim, thank you for asking. The reason I was robbing that bank is because that's where the money is. Oh, so you decided to rob the bank because you wanted money. That's right, Jim. Thanks for asking. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go rob another bank where the money is.
Industry number one that is most likely that will make you a millionaire, and that is financial services. Now, when I say financial services, I'm talking about the management of money lending, or management of assets. We're talking about the loan associations, banks.
Yeah, no. No, thanks, Dan. That's, you're talking about something here that is incredibly boring. And I would never do this in my life, and I'm sure that none of my audience out there would also ever do. Maybe you would, if you want to. I'll put the link for his video down in the description, but I'm skipping this because this is boring.
Industry number two, technology. Now, you know the Google, the Facebook, the Apple, but we're talking beyond that.
You know, as my good pal Tim Allen always says, add the to infinity and beyond there.
To infinity. And
think about traditional industries that you could go into, maybe by using technology, what you could do to disrupt that industry. And you can see that a lot. Now we call that disruptors, right? How could you use technology to make things more efficient? We're talking about robotics, we're talking about AI, we're talking about automation, we're talking about manufacture of these technology products, or even providing technology as service. Billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of value are going to be created in this particular sector. So, are you a technology entrepreneur?
Yeah, no. Maybe some of you out there are. I know some people that are pretty good with technology and shit like that. But when it comes to robotics and, just doing things that require, brain knowledge, I'm not that guy. So that's not going to work for me, hopefully. I mean, maybe it'll work for some of you out there, but I'm pretty dumb. So hopefully the third one is something I can do.
Industry number three, health care. My mentor, Dan Lok, the $50 billion man, talks about this a lot, healthcare. Because people are willing to spend a lot of money to live longer.
Yeah, they're willing to spend a lot of money to live longer because that's the only way you can do it in the United States. Because we don't have universal healthcare or anything like that, so we have to spend a shit ton of money. So yeah, I guess if I want to be a healthcare dude, and if I want to sit up there making millions while I'm watching all these peasants down here spending thousands of dollars just so that they can live, I could do that, but I'm also not an asshole. So sorry, I don't mean to get political. I just think that, living shouldn't require going broke. I know that that's a crazy concept.
Industry number five, education.
Education? Wait, hang on. I want to see what he's saying here because I have some things to say about this too.
With all the changes, all the technological changes that are happening, knowledge becomes very, very critical. People want to learn, they want to equip themselves with skill sets, and that's the space that I am in the education and software space, because I could see the opportunity happening right now in front of us to connect individuals, people, professionals to 21st century skills and job opportunities. Now, within education, you could also have products and services and software that helps people in many different ways. So we have traditional education, but we also have alternative education outside of the school systems, right? And it doesn't always have to be academic. It could be other types of education that could help people to lead a better life. Education, huge business.
Okay, no, I get that, I guess. I thought he was going to talk about like being a school teacher or something, and I was going to say, Daddy, fuck no. But no, I guess he's talking about, you know, other ways of teaching people, which I guess that could be a good business, but I'm also not smart. So Dan, if there's some way out there that like I can become a millionaire without having to like use this, I mean, that'd be dope. And we only have a couple left here, so hopefully one of these is something useful that I can use and that all of you out there can also use, and we can all become millionaires.
Industry number 6, entertainment and recreation. Beyond than just education, people want to be entertained. In fact, people demand entertainment. You look at all these big companies getting into the entertainment industry. Now, what am I talking about? Movies, animations, productions, special effects.
Okay, now this is something I can work with. This is something that I've already kind of been doing, you know, off and on, you know, between being an alcoholic and a stoner. I also like to, you know, be working on shit like this, or like writing and stuff like that. So I can get behind this one. If I can get rich doing this, fuck yeah.
There's so many companies going into that industry. Amazon Prime, of course, you have Netflix, Hulu, right? Disney Plus. I could go on and on and on. Why? Because this is where we are going. Now, on the other hand, thinking about industries who help and facilitate this particular industry, but also we're talking about influencers, YouTubers, Instagrammers, right? Now, for the first time, you have people in that industry. Stand-up comedians could make millions doing that. Before you couldn't. Most of the time they struggle. But now we are in this age of people want entertainment. So if you can find a way to create a product or service or company around this to service this particular industry or to service this demand, you could also make millions.
Okay, guys. You know what I say? I say cheers to that, because that is something I can do. Granted, I have been working on this since 2016, off and on, and so far I'm only up to 88 subscribers, so it's a little rough, but it's a possibility. And that's all I care about right now, is possibility and becoming a millionaire. So hopefully this video goes viral. I expect, you know, 1.2 mil views. I think that's a reasonable amount of views for this video. And
Industry number 7, transportation. Now, human beings, we like to travel.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm really curious to see what Dan Lok has to say about transportation, because I really never thought of that as being an industry where you can make millions. I mean, this is the man we're talking about here, so.
As now with the internet, the more we see, the more we don't always want to be stuck in a house. We want to go out there and see things. So air transportation, aerospace, huge opportunities. But also think about now people buying online and shopping online. Where do you think the opportunity could be? Handling, shipping, packages. I'm not just talking about FedEx or UPS or DHL. Think of something like Uber Eats. People like stuff being delivered to them, as now people shopping more and more online. This is a huge industry.
Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but I'm leaving. I'm going to work for Uber Eats. That is my new job, and I'll see you when I start making my millions. Oh, God, I love being rich. Really, sir? What is it that you do exactly? I'm glad you asked, little fellow. You know what I do? Do you want to know what I fucking do? What? What do you do? I deliver food. Yeah. Bet you never thought of that. Really? Because I do that too. I do that every day. And I live with my mom. Listen. You never watched Dan Lok, did you?
Industry number 8, energy. Especially renewable energy. So going beyond than just oil and gas, now we're talking about solar or wind, right? So with billions and billions of people, we all need power. We need more power to power up our devices and our technology. So that's huge industry. If you could come up with creative solutions that could solve this problem, not just millions, it could be billions of dollars. But you need to have certain team, you need to have an understanding of how this whole thing works, and you need to be able to work with government to how to execute this.
Yeah, Dan, I'm sorry. Listen, I respect you a lot. I know that you've worked your way up to the top. I've read all about you. You're my favorite man in the world. But I don't have the brain power to do any of this stuff, you know, besides being an influencer, which I already barely do, and work for Uber Eats, which is something that I just don't understand, frankly. Unless you're talking about creating your own business and where you can like ship and handle things, but then you need money in the first place to even start that. Dan, I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed in this whole list. I've been pretty disappointed in you this whole time. I have mad respect for you, but pretty much you're just telling me that I need to work hard a lot and make a lot of money, but you know what? That's already what I'm doing, and I make nothing. But you know what? Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe this video will get 10 million views, and I'll profit off of it. You can copyright strike me, so you can profit off of it even more. And you know, we can. It's a win-win situation for all of us, I think. So guys, I think that does it for today's video. What did we learn today? We learned that you either need to be incredibly smart to make a lot of money, or you could become an influencer, or you can deliver food. You have those three options, and only those three options. And from that, I think I will bid you adieu. I hope to see you guys in another video. I hope to keep making videos, and I hope that this was entertaining in the slightest. It's odd being back. I don't want to beg, but if you would like to share this video with your friends or family, if you thought this video was funny, consider subscribing, maybe following me on Twitter or on TikTok, where I make very mediocre TikToks every 6 months. Anyway, see you guys next time. I don't have a catchphrase, so I'll just see you guys next time. I love you. Give me kisses, please.